there, Agile Adventurer. Just a quick question. What if, for the price of a fancy coffee or half a pizza, you could unlock over 700 hours of the best Agile content on the planet? That's audio, video, e-courses, books, presentations, all that you can think of. But you can also join live calls with world-class practitioners and hang out in a flame war-free and AI slop-clean Slack with the sharpest minds in the game. Oh, and yes, you get direct access to me, Vasco, your Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. No, this is not a drill. It's the Scrum Master Toolbox membership. And it's your unfair advantage in the Agile world. So if you want to know more, go check out scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. That's scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. And check out all the goodies we have for you. Do it now. But if you're not doing it now, let's listen to the podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Friday TGIF and Product Owner episode this week with Somya Mehra. Hey, Somya, welcome back.
Thank you for having me again here.
Absolutely. So Product Owner is the focus of today's episode. We'll talk about great product owners at the end. But first, share with us what might have been potentially the worst product owner anti-pattern you've witnessed in your career.
I have only one example throughout my career where I have met a product owner who was very difficult to handle. This product owner was technically strong product owner. So I'm not saying it's a bad skill to have. It's a very good skill to have in a team. Like if you're having a highly technical product owner, things go bad when you try to control your team with your technical thoughts. So the problem over here was like we were working on a project. I don't want to take the name and the details about it because it's an anti-pattern. But yeah, so the thing was, as we all know, the user stories are created by the product owner and the developers. And product owner says what he or she wants to achieve, not how you want to achieve. So what we were seeing over here was slowly transition of like product owner controlling and telling people like, hey, use this kind of, like to achieve this, use this kind of library, use this kind of refactoring, and that's how you will achieve it. At first, the devs thought like, okay, maybe he's helping us because he's a technical guy. So they allowed him to do that. And even I was thinking like, okay, he's just helping it out in some of the user stories. So it's fine. We don't need to call it out loud about it. But then it started happening in every feature, every task. Like all the user stories were defined by this person and he is just controlling everything. So the thing was when and the developers, because they allowed the product owner in the start to do it, now they were like hesitant to say, no, stop, you are not the one to do it.
So they started feeling that it was too much direction, too much controlling, but they didn't feel comfortable enough to voice that.
Exactly. But at the same time, they were feeling like they are losing control over their work and the product owner is not trusting them to do, like not trusting the whole team that how to do that work. I noticed it. And then during my one-to-one, I confronted the people like how you are feeling and they had the same kind of feeling. So here what I did, I started coaching them, try to say no in a good way. Maybe when he's doing like he's trying to say like how to do it, you can just say like, hey, we'll come back to you again. And once we decide how to do it, we'll have a talk with you. Right. And those were the few examples which I was telling them. And I told them that whenever you are saying, just tell it. I will be there to protect you. Just say it out loud because maybe he's not aware of it. Like you are not liking it. Once this was done, then I had a talk with the product owner that, hey, this is the kind of situation. And I think you are like going out of your role now. You have to take a step back. You are a product owner, not a developer. not a tech guy anymore. So just say what you want. And if the team wants, then you give your technical aspect. Otherwise, let it be there. And I explained him like what are the disadvantage. Now the refinements are silent. People are not talking because you are the one who is speaking all the time, telling them what to do, how to do, when to do. So we are not having the collaboration. At first, he was like, are you the only one, Somya, who is thinking this way? Or the team is thinking also. Then I was very happy. Like I had a talk with my team members before. So I told him like I already had a talk with the team members. And if you want, you can have a good talk with them. And you can get, the feedback from them if you think like I'm the only one thinking like that. And then he was like, no, 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 I was just asking, but yeah, I'm fine. And then we come up to a conclusion where he said like, okay, if in the meeting you see I'm going out of my role, just tell me that, hey, let's get back to it later. And I will understand that, okay, I was going out of my role. And that's how we started tackling this situation. And then it got better. But yeah.
This is another great example of you taking action before things go too far, right? Like this is a great story. And I think also an encouragement for all of us to, when things like this happen, to actually, start investigating out of curiosity. How do you feel? Do you see the same things? How do you feel the relationship with the PO is going? And then talk to the PO and say, hey, have you noticed that? And kind of open that conversation as early as possible so that we can resolve it without major conflict. There's always going to be some conflict, and that's okay. Right? Nothing is perfect, and that's fine. That's why we're here, to improve things. But if we tackle it early enough, there's the opening for making it better before the conflict takes over.
Yeah, that's true. And as a Scrum Master, you have to make sure whenever you are reaching people with these sensitive topic, to make sure and clear the stage, like you're not being biased, you're not blaming them, you are here to help them out.
Yeah. We are here to help.
They collaborate.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you collaborate nicely, then it will turn out in a nice way only. We are not here to, put blame on you. So just set that stage up and then start the discussion in a lighter way.
But there aren't only bad product owners, right? There's some amazing product owners out there, Somya. So tell us describe for us the best product owner you've ever worked with. How did they work?
Yes. So I have worked with many good product owners throughout my life. I was lucky enough to work with great product owners and good product owners. So one of the product owner, like one of the story that I would like to share on is we were working on a project where the project, like to complete that project, we were having dependency with multiple teams within the organization. So this product owner needs to have a clear communication, timely communication with different teams, with his team and with the stakeholders. And when you see like there are dependency, you know that, the timeline is going to be not on time because you are dependent on some other team to complete certain thing and then give it to you, and then you can, give it into the production. And generally what I see is like product owners are a bit scared to talk about this with the stakeholders. But with this product owner, he was like, I want to be very clear and honest and on time on sharing these results or news with the stakeholders, because I don't want the trust to be broken. So he was somebody who, for him, the honesty, transparency, and trust was the utmost thing that he wants to do. So being a Scrum Master, I never ever had to tell him that, hey, there is a red flag, we won't be able to make it, we need to talk to the stakeholders. He used to do it on his own, telling them that, hey, this is the situation, this is the clear picture, this team is having this kind of issue. So once they complete it, we'll get the feature and then we'll work on that feature and then we'll go on production. So this gives you a trust, build a trust between the product owner and the stakeholder, that they think that, okay, it's not like a never ending project. He said he will deliver it maybe 1 week later with the team, and they deliver it. And there is a reasoning why they are getting delayed. So this part was taken care of. Then the second part is having a clear communication with your team, telling them what to do and why we are doing it. And having one of the best skill about the product owner is it's a more, I think it's underrated, but how they tackle their backlog. If you see, like in the project where there are so many teams involved, so many interdependencies happening, the product backlog is a never ending backlog. It's not managed. But in this case, I saw this product owner having proper epics with the description and then the user stories in it. So that even whenever the dev is looking at the user stories, he can go to the epic and see whom to contact, which team to contact for which problem. So even if, like, obviously the product owner was always available for everyone to answer the question, but he made sure, like, if he is not there, everything is there, the information is there for the developers to look at into it. So the proper prioritization, backlog management, proper communication, and then telling the team why we are doing it. If there is a change in a prioritization, he used to come forward and say, like, why we are doing the change in the prioritization, what importance it brings. So, like, people are not thinking like, oh, he changed the prioritization, we don't know what they are doing, so it might not be beneficial. They are just doing it because a stakeholder told them. Giving the reasoning why we are doing it to the team. And that, I think, when you do this communication, when you build this trust with your team and with the other teams, your efficiency and your way how the team is working, you can see the improvement in it. The motivation, the people are highly motivated because they know that whatever the product owner is doing, he's doing it for them, for the company. And then they also know, like, why they are doing it. So I think that was one of the most one of the great example of great product owner that I have worked with.
And how the product owner was able to consider the different aspects, right? Like the stakeholders, the clarity on the backlogs, the information that is always there for the team to know who to talk to if they need to talk to someone. And then, of course, the collaboration and communication with other teams that they depended on, right? Really great topics for the product owner to focus on and help the team with. It's a great story, Somya. We're getting close to the end, but before we go, where can people find out more about you and the work that you are doing?
You can find me on LinkedIn. I'm active over there. So search my name, Somya Mehra, on LinkedIn, and with a Scrum Master role over there, you can find me there.
Absolutely.
And connect me.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say. We'll put the link on the show notes so everybody go and connect and ask follow-up questions, grow as a community, because it is as a community that we can learn from each other, grow our experience and knowledge much more easily and faster, and then, of course, improve the companies, the teams that we work with. Thank you very much for being with us, Somya, and for your generosity with your time and your knowledge.
Thank you for having me and giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts and stories with everyone. Vasco.
All right, I hope you liked this episode. But before you hit next episode, here's the deal. This podcast is powered by people like you, the members who wanted more than just inspiration. They wanted real tools and real connection to people who are practicing Agile every day. We're talking access to over 700 hours of Agile Gold, CTO level strategy talks, summit keynotes, live workshops, e-courses, deep dive interviews, books, and if you're into no estimates, we got the pioneers of no estimates in those deep dive interviews as well. Agile business intelligence, creating product visions, coaching your product owner courses, you name it. You'll get invites to monthly live Q&As with Agile pioneers, and practitioners, plus a private Slack community, which is free of all of that AI slop you see everywhere, and of course, without the flame wars. It's a community of practitioners that want to learn and thrive together. It's the best place to connect with community and learn together. So if this podcast has helped you before, imagine what you will get from this podcast membership. So head on over to scrummastertoolbox.org/membership and join the community that's shaping the future of Agile. And we have so much for you. So check out all the details at scrummastertoolbox.org/membership, because listening is great, it's important, but doing it together, that's next level. I'll see you in the community Slack.
We really hope you liked our show. And if you did, why not rate this podcast on Stitcher or iTunes? Share this podcast and let other Scrum Masters know about this valuable resource for their work. Remember that sharing is caring.